Hi everyone, I'm here with Jono from ACS. Could you start by just telling us a little bit about what ACS provides and how it all started?
Okay, ACS is a hearing protection and in-ear monitor company. We make bespoke-made earplugs and custom-made earphones or in-ear monitors for use for musicians on stage. The company started 31 years ago by a guy called Andy Shiak, a musician who damaged his hearing and then retrained as an audiologist because he found at the time that there was no means of protecting your hearing but also being able to hear the music. So he introduced a linear filtered attenuating earplug that just turned the volume down basically. So that was our sort of core business basically, by making earplugs that just turn the volume down, so you can still hear the music, you can still feel the music, but you can extend your exposure time. So that's what happened, and then the company's just grown and grown and grown, and we look after pretty much everybody in the music industry, into whether that's custom earplugs or in-ear monitors. But one of our USPs is that we make them from a soft medical grade silicone, so they're more comfortable, but also if you're singing and also you are moving your jaw a little bit, the ear canal will move. So with our earplugs, they will move with the ear canal and obviously maintain that seal integrity, so you can be guaranteed of the level of protection. Everybody's ears are different shapes and sizes, so a universal earplug will not fit everybody properly, but every time you put it in, you can't guarantee what level of protection you're getting. So the only way to do that is to have a bespoke made earpiece made for your ears.
Okay, brilliant. Could you now just give us a brief overview of the product line that ACS does offer?
Okay, so custom earplugs, bespoke made for your ears with a range of different filters. So we do filters for different types of musicians working in different genres of music. So for example, for drummers, especially playing acoustic kits, impact sounds like from cymbals, hi-hats, snare drums are sort of in higher frequencies. So we have a filter that dampens or protects your ears from those frequencies. Or if you're a bass player, we have another filter that has maybe less attenuation in the low frequency bandwidth, so you can hear the bass a little bit better. Because the damaging frequencies, because of the anatomy of the ear, human beings are more susceptible to damage above about 1 kilohertz. And because of the resonant frequency in the auditory canal, you normally see the damage done an octave above that resonant frequency, which is about 2 kilohertz. So you see more damage with music as a broadband signal or with noise at about 4 kilohertz. So we try to protect that bandwidth a little bit more. So we have a range of different filters for working in different environments, basically.
Brilliant.
In terms of in-ear monitors, we do either a full concha, fully isolated in-ear monitor, so you get complete isolation. But some musicians don't like that. They want to have more situation awareness. They want to hear the instrument a little bit, and maybe on-stage communication. So we do a vented in-ear monitor called the Ambient series, and then we do various different speaker configurations within that, different driver systems, different numbers of speakers in the in-ear monitors, depending on what sort of monitor mix you want, and what music you're listening to. So so a full range, and obviously a range of different price points. They start at sort of £249 right up to £900.
So what's next for ACS?
What's next? I mean, the brand is very, very strong. We're very well known in the music industry. I think doing more in the consumer markets, protecting festival goers, is the culture is changing. I think the fashion brand earplugs have actually helped do that, but also the internet and social media has changed things. If I could have Googled, 20 years ago, I'm coming out from a gig or coming off stage and my ears are ringing, and knowing that I could be damaging my hearing, I probably would have done something about it. Obviously now people are more aware of it, and and if you're serious about music and you're a lover of music, you want to protect that important asset, which is your ears. So the culture is changing. I think we're doing more with our universal range of earplugs and earphones, because we can what we call white label. We can brand things up for festivals and events. We're seeing more of that. So I think that's going to be an ongoing sector that we're going to move into, doing branded earplugs for festivals and events. Worldwide, we are represented in 25 countries across the world. I think maybe manufacturing in different parts of the world could be something that we're looking into as we expand. Other than that, really, our main, we don't want to lose our ethos as a company. I mean, you know, here we are with this massive banner behind us, but it's more about protecting people's ears, and the way that we do that is very much that we care about looking after people's ears. It's not so much about the brand and shifting as much products as possible. We want, you know, the clue's in the name, ACS Custom. We want custom solutions to suit different people's needs, basically. Yeah.
And so, can we just quickly segue into the importance of hearing protection, because I think that's something that everyone needs to understand.
Yeah.
And this is a great opportunity to
Definitely.
get into that.
Well, not what people don't understand is what their safe exposure times are. And if I could go back 20, 30 years and actually realise how short your exposure time is with loud music. So, for example, most gigs, and even playing an acoustic drum kit, you're looking at sound pressure levels between sort of 94 to 100 decibels. Going to gigs or nightclubs, it's going to be around 100 decibels, which is fine if you're only there for maybe a short period of time, or you only do it maybe once a month or whatever. It's about your dose or your exposure time. But what people don't realise, for example, is your safe exposure at 100 decibels is 15 minutes.
Wow.
So it's not very long. But by every 3 decibels you attenuate or turn the volume down, you double your exposure time. So with our, say with our Pro 15 or our Picato Universal Fit 16 dB SNR earplug, just by wearing that earplug will extend your exposure time to over 8 hours. But it's a sweet spot between still hearing and enjoying the music. It doesn't block out the sound, and also you can still maintain some sort of situational awareness and communication. So you don't need to do an awful lot to increase your exposure time. So it's a change in culture, really. So I think educating people, and I think now people can get this information on the internet and through social media. So I think if you're serious about sound, you need to protect your hearing, basically. So playing safe now, so you can still hear tomorrow.
Yes. And on the back of that, where do people find you?
Okay, acscustom.com. Go on there. All of our products are on there. The bespoke custom products, you can buy them online, but then you have to have an ear mold taken of your ears. We work with pretty much all independent and national audiologists across the country. We send you a voucher, you book an appointment with one of our partner audiologists, they take the mould free of charge to the customer, and then they send the ear mould to us and we make the product. So really, really simple. Yeah. Cool.
Well, thanks for your time.
Yeah, nice one. Nice meeting you.
Thanks for going into the protection of your ears.
Yeah, great. Brilliant. Enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you.
Yeah.